Pluto claims to have gravity.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God damn it.
It's like, I don't know if I would really vouch for Pluto's gravity in a fight.
They were lying about being a planet for all
The
those
only
years.
one of Disney
So-
characters named after.
What type of gravity is Pluto working with?
I bet they have.
I bet you I
big
could dunk on
gravity.
Pluto.
Little bit.
Yeah, I bet I could too.
Yeah.
Little bitch energy.
Even me.
Yes, Pluto has gravity, though it's very weak. About 6% of Earth's surface
Oh,
gravity.
I'm 360
This is just straight up
dunking.
bullying at this point.
6% gravity? Dude,
Like,
I could
you could just
fucking
jump
maybe
around?
dunk with 6% gravity.
I'm
not even gonna promise
tomahawking.
a
I'm
dunk.
going between my legs.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Space Jam. Like, it's...
Yes.
We're going to be really
Yeah.
fucking good at basketball on
Yeah.
Pluto. You know what? Bring it back. Better basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Fasten those seatbelts and strap in. We'll get you to those margaritas ASAP.
Hola, bonjour. Ciao, belle mesdames et messieurs. Salam and salam.
Hey, how are you? Welcome back to Drop a Pin. Today we have another high school edition where we'll be dropping a pin in space with some special guests and learning all about outer space. But first, a very big programming update. Drop a Pin is getting its own YouTube page. As you can see, this podcast was posted as a collaboration with that page. So if everybody could go and subscribe to the DropAPinShow, that would be huge. Because next week and from now on, all of our content will be going up on that page. Next week, we got an episode with PFT on Austin, Texas. And after that, we're dropping our first China episode. And we're going to be doing a lot more of those. So subscribe to the page. It's going to have a bunch of bonus content too. We'll be posting clips, different segments on their own. And we got some other ideas in the works too. Some vlog series and a bunch of fun social content ideas. And all of that is going to live on the Drop a Pin Show YouTube. So subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this pod.
Is it possible to pull up videos on the show
Yeah, what do you want?
without like copyright bullshit?
Depends the video.
Yeah.
Are you trying to play that clip where that like slowly zooms out on the Earth and like Carl Sagan narrates it?
He's trying to play 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, that's definitely copyright. I would assume.
I made that part up.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like, what was that?
Are we have headphones here or no? No headphones in this?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't.
Just making sure.
I think eventually we will have better video capabilities on this pod.
I think that will happen too.
When Anus records, they I feel like they bring up a lot of YouTube clips. Like, does that work? Can you just watch random YouTube clips while recording a video for YouTube?
I mean, Rogan does that too.
That's
Yeah.
why I asked. That's exactly why
I
I
don't have
asked.
to. You don't have to yell at me.
My bad. You're right next to me. We're a little closer than two.
Yeah, I think you can.
That is true.
All right, we'll do a clap. Everybody ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Hey, how are you? Let's get ready to blast off because on today's high school class, we're going to space. And it's just going to be a free-for-all. We're going to have no teacher in this class. We're all just going to be teaching each other.
Faculty meeting.
Exactly.
Facts.
We,
Facts. sold
we
to
got
me.
Chaps to the right. We got Hannah Montoya to my left, sitting on the right side of the airplane row. Shouldn't have gone into that many details.
She's at the window seat.
Yeah, this time.
Dave's middle.
Is
I'm
that
aisle.
the way? I think of you as
Oh.
window seat. and
I thought you
sitting
said
in
we're on the
aisle.
right side of the plane.
you're on.
So if we're on the right side, we're facing this way. I'd be in the aisle.
Port
But if
side
you're
or
on the left
Starford?
side, she'd be in the aisle.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, true. It depends what
Thanks,
way.
I would
Dave.
say like glass half full. Probably.
And I'd
Yeah,
still be in the middle.
Dave's riding bitch, and then we got Chief to the right, and we all brought some space facts today. So let's get started. I think, like, admittedly, I don't consider myself a big space guy. It's just, it's too big for me to even wrap my head around, and everything's so far away that in my lifetime, at least, we won't be making it to another star, another solar system. But if you want to just get a grasp of how large it is, these were two facts, so I'll just get these two off the board. If you made a building 20 miles high, 20 miles wide, and 20 miles long, and put a single grain of sand in it, that would be how full space is. Like, even like in our solar system. So in 4.5 billion years, the Andromeda and Milky Way galaxies are going to collide.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's going to be
gonna be a
big
sweet
one.
sky.
But, well, it's going to be a sweet sky, but nothing is really going to happen because it's so spread out. Each of those galaxies are hundreds of billions of stars, and colliding, none will hit each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Do you ever
because it's that spread out.
do you ever think about what's in between the universes? Like when
It's nothing, right?
Yeah,
it's
that's
gotta
what I'm
be
like.
Vacuum,
something.
right? Nothing is something in a weird way. Wow.
Yeah, but aren't
That's when I start to get bored because I'm like, it's like antimatter. It's just nothing, and then it's like I'm going to focus on Earth. There's like a little more going on.
There's a lot to know about Earth too. Do you don't think there's any possibility we get to another star some way somehow? Maybe even as just like communication. I feel like there could just be a breakthrough at any time. It's like we can do stuff now.
Communication, I think, yes, like finding out
Possible.
ways to
Yeah.
communicate. But like in our lifetime, no way, because we can't even come close to the speed of light. And,
Yeah.
Like, what's the closest star? It's probably like 2 light years.
And
Let's
like,
look that up.
I think the closest might be like 7 light years.
I think it
Really?
It's 4.6.
Oh yeah.
4.6 million light years or just light years.
No, just
4.6
light year, because like
light years.
a light year is pretty fucking long.
Yeah.
How long light could travel in a year?
Correct.
It's 186,000 miles per second. So do the math.
Yeah. And how long does it take
fuck.
light to get from
Holy
sun?
shit! That just like gave me the shivers.
It takes light, I think, 8 minutes to get from the sun to the Earth.
8.2 minutes. I saw that yesterday. Correct.
So when the sun explodes, we know we'll still have 8 minutes to party.
Right.
nice?
No.
And then it's like,
I could definitely crank one
Well,
load off in that time.
When you're looking at the sun,
but when you're-
looking
Sorry.
8 minutes
Just
into
one.
the past.
Correct. So you'll never see it coming.
Yeah.
You'll be dead before you know it.
Right.
so it's 8
Oh, so you wouldn't
minutes
have a heads
to
up.
Earth. It's 20 years to Pluto.
What?
So we'd have
Okay.
to start to inhabit Pluto to at least
no,
give
no,
us
no.
a shot.
This is not a Pluto podcast, okay?
Oh,
Yes,
come
it
on.
is. That's
As-
part of space.
As Biz Nasty said,
That's
Pluto
true.
is on waivers. It's not even part.
That clip was so funny.
It's not even part of the solar system anymore,
First
and it
of all,
hasn't been
it
for a
is
while.
to me.
Who knows when Pluto stopped being a planet?
It's back.
Like 10 years
It's
ago,
not
right?
back.
yeah, it is. Google it,
15
Sam.
years ago?
You're
What?
about to get absolutely
Yeah, you're-
owned. Pluto is back.
Oh,
Who's back of the
no,
week?
dude.
Fucking
No, it's not. It's not back. Hold up,
Pluto.
search.
No, I pulled up on the street. No, Pluto is not a planet again. it's still classified as a dwarf
fucking
planet.
idiot in front of Lady May. God.
I
Look
mean,
at her. She's
But
all
I remember
agitated.
there being
Biz
a
would have been
debate about
fucking
this
pumped.
again.
what?
I remember there being a debate about Pluto status.
There was a
again.
debate. I think it happened in the year 19, maybe in the 2000s.
Yeah.
I think it was the 2000s because I remember in grade school like that. I was born like right around like 9/11 time, but I don't have any memory of it. My 9/11 is finding out Pluto wasn't a planet.
Yeah.
So,
Whoa,
yeah,
that was
no, I
deep.
mean,
Yeah.
dude,
Fuck yeah.
those are like the only 2 days I remember from my childhood. I remember 9/11, and I remember when the teacher came in and said, "Pluto's out."
See?
Yeah. Dude, fucked up.
Pluto is off the squad.
That was
Damn.
It was
Pluto
what?
is American.
August 24th, 2006.
Oh my
So
God,
20
that
years
was
ago.
that was right before my high school graduation.
They had a little diorama of the
Maybe right
planets and they
after.
just picked it right off there.
Yeah, a bunch of fucking Pluto pickers going around like elementary school classrooms.
Nope.
Where did all the Pluto merch go? Like they probably don't even sell Pluto shit now.
What about the dog from the Disney movies?
Yeah, they had to change his name.
Yeah.
Well, it's still a dog. You don't have to name your dog.
But you're not naming it after just some
Sam,
random space rock.
Sam, I got something for you to Google. Can you check the size between Ceres, Ceres, and Pluto?
Wait,
Ceres
Ceres.
and Pluto. So that's a top soul resort.
I will.
Soul resort?
All right, I will Venmo anyone in this room $10 that they can tell me why Pluto is no longer a planet.
I thought it was.
I was just about to ask, actually.
A regular orbit.
Nope.
Size?
But that was a great guess. I think.
You.
Thank you.
So what does it
No,
say there?
no,
I
so
can't read
says-
it.
There's like 3 criteria.
I want to know which
so-
one has more
Hold on, hold
mass.
on.
If you want to be a planet, this is what you got to come with. You have to orbit the sun. It must have enough mass for its own gravity to pull it into a roughly spherical shape. And 3, it must have cleared its orbital neighborhood of other objects. Which of those does Pluto not meet?
it doesn't have enough mass to make it a sphere. It's like
Wrong.
I think it's the last one.
It's the last
It's
one.
the last one because they got a long orbit, so we don't even know if they can get through that shit again.
They just, well, it's more just like around Pluto.
That's
I guess
so
there's like a
judgmental.
bunch of other shit.
We don't
and it's
know.
not really.
Give it a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we just talked about the galaxies colliding and they won't hit each other.
Like there's things that we
True.
hypothesize that don't come true.
Yeah,
That's
but-
why it's called the hypothesis.
Yeah, but I bumped
we gotta
into
see
like
if Pluto can
I
do
bump
it.
into one of those.
Yeah, you
poles
know
out
what?
there
At
once
one
a
point in
day.
time, Earth probably wasn't qualified as a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Every
all the
planet needs
other-
to start
It's all
somewhere.
about
Well, and
perseverance.
the moon crashed into the Earth.
I bet there's universes that look
Fuck
at
the
ours
moon,
like
dude.
they're a bunch of pussies.
Actually, I think I saw a space fact about this yesterday.
Okay.
We can get there in a moment, or we can continue.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
that
no.
was a good lead.
yeah.
That was a good
Great,
opportunity.
great segue.
So, if the moon and the Earth, if the moon would try to collide it into the Earth, it actually couldn't. It would just explode into a million, gazillion, bajillion different pieces, and then Earth would have. So it would
Like
have
now.
like now.
Yeah.
It would have Saturn rings around it instead, and since it wouldn't lose the exact mass, all the mass wouldn't change around the Earth. The tides wouldn't even change. It would just be a planet with the rings.
Okay.
Now that needs to be a
But so,
fact
so
that needs
that's
to be faced.
that's if the moon just exploded right now, like out in space.
It would.
where
It
is
doesn't
in
have the
orbit.
mass to like. I forget exactly
To
what
break
it was.
our atmosphere?
It would just explode as it
and-
was
and
touching
form
the
a ring.
atmosphere, and then the rings would go into.
But are you
Earth's
telling me
orbit.
not one rock from that is
I-
going to hit
Dude,
Earth?
There's going to be a million rocks, maybe a
There's gotta
billion.
be, like,
Some of those
couple
rocks
at
are going to get
least.
through.
Maybe
It's the
a
size of the
billion.
United States.
Hey, this needs to be fact checked because this is one I saw on Instagram yesterday when we were prepping for
Okay,
this.
Sam, just search if the moon explodes, will we die?
And it said it would give us Saturn space rings, but since all of the rocks would still be within the orbit, the mass wouldn't change from what the moon originally was, so the tides wouldn't change, and there wouldn't be this mass
The
cataclysm.
tides would have to change if there's just a ring. The
You
reason
gotta
that
find the Tik Tok.
The
I
reason
know-
that the
I know
tides
what this
is because
says.
the moon goes to the other side, and then then it would just be a constant ring that.
Yeah,
is
'cause
pulling
you ever-
us
I
in.
gotta
You ever
find
seen
this
the
one.
t-
I think this might be it. I think this.
Yes, humans.
This one might be. This might be it.
Let's just watch this guy.
Okay.
Oh, I can't
Is this a
hear.
Hoopify video?
What would happen if the moon exploded? We'd actually
really
be
good.
fine.
That's really good.
I swear to God, I saw it yesterday. This isn't it.
We
This
would just
tells
look
it
like
would be-
Saturn.
Is Pluto?
Guess
a
we're all
planet?
getting a ring.
God damn it! I gotta find this now.
I have a.
Put a ring on it.
Hey.
All right.
I have now I'm gonna segue with the Saturn's rings.
Okay.
The Appalachian Mountains are older than the rings of Saturn.
So they have a moon explode on them?
Wow.
They're older
No,
than some
but
other weird
They're
ass shit, too.
480 million years old, and Saturn's rings are thought to be around 100 to 400 million years.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yo.
Appalachian Mountains. I
did
know it's
they
not about
pop
that,
up,
but
like over like how long?
they're older than bones and
I
trees.
can't tell you.
I wonder how long they
That's one of
developed.
those other facts.
Apparently,
where
though-
their sharks have been on Earth longer than trees.
Yeah.
How
dude.
does that make sense?
Dude, yeah, okay, so here it is.
That's insane.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
The North Star, the rings of Saturn, and the Rocky Mountains are all younger than sharks.
What the fuck?
No, that's
the North Star? How far away is the North
fucking
Star?
Throw the
I call
flag.
fact.
How
I call
far away
fact.
is the North Star?
See,
What? No.
Wait, no. Just search what is
Light years.
what
So
what
yeah, I don't know.
wait,
Light
search
years.
what is older,
Years
North
aren't
Star or
faster.
sharks?
How? Oh yeah.
Star. Yeah. Come on. Let's go sharks. Let's go sharks. Let's go sharks.
Significantly older.
Dude, they're
W
older than the North
sharks.
Star. Let's
That
go
is-
sharks.
How can that be?
Yeah. How do they like? You just like the universe just farts another fucking star?
But then we.
That's crazy.
Well, that's when
So
that's like a
here's the thing.
supernova, right?
They're
That's
probably
way too
saying
early.
from the time that humans could see the North Star, like
oh, back to light years now.
because maybe humans only started seeing it,
You're right.
100
That's what I'm
million
saying.
years ago, and sharks have probably been around.
No, but
No, age
no.
has nothing to do with verifiable information.
What?
Like, it's not
Age
be-
is just a
it's-
number.
Yeah, it's not because like humans identified it. Like it's that.
No, I
the
know.
science
I know.
reasons it.
I get. Yeah. I
Okay,
follow
but
you.
how old is the North Star? How old is North Star?
I don't.
It's
know
around
how
70
stars-
million years old.
Wait, that's
70
young.
mil.
So there. So that
It's a
was like
young
a
gun.
supernova or something that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A big explosion that happened that created the star.
Yeah.
Maybe the North Star used to be a planet and then it blew up and turned
Or
into
a
a
whole.
star.
It could be a whole universe.
galaxy.
Yeah, a galaxy.
Yes.
Could be.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
I think it is definitely a galaxy.
Yeah,
Because
that's
all
what it
stars
is.
are, right?
Yeah.
well, so
no,
all
because we're
stars
in
could
the
be-
Milky Way galaxy.
Right.
So like a black hole collapsing would be a super. I don't know where.
Yeah,
they're
like
getting
some
that.
stars are just like stars. Are just like, are the sun of
It's like helium.
a different
Yeah.
solar system. So
Yeah.
every star is a solar system. Not every star is a galaxy.
So
No stars are galaxies.
Yeah, okay.
Galaxies. There's like
But if you-
billions and billions of stars in the Milky Way.
Yeah.
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 But can you see other galaxies? That's what I'd like to know. Can you ever?
Like with your naked eye.
Yes.
I would guess not.
Yeah, same.
But it might be like one of those things where,
Yes, you
We
can
can-
see a
it's
few galaxies with the naked eye.
but probably not. It's probably not like no detail,
You
right?
can't see,
Probably
like, the
just you
spiral.
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
can't
It-
distinguish it,
It probably
from
just looks
star.
a little bit like a
Yeah.
star.
Yeah.
Like you can see the Andromeda galaxy, the large and small Magellanic clouds. Holy shit, that sounds sick. Wait, I definitely pronounced it wrong, but it's named after Magellan for some reason. So it's called the Magellanic
I think he gets.
the Magellanic clouds.
I think
Yeah.
he gets too much credit.
Yeah.
He didn't make.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
clouds.
I know.
And he got killed in the Philippines. I think it was all his fault. He just got a little too gung ho and like
What a
joined a
loser.
war with one of the. He was
Yeah.
like, "I'll help you out in your war. Don't worry, I'll take these guys down with like 10 men." And then they
That's-
just got murked on
white.
the beach.
That's why you can't own a
idiot.
galaxy.
Oh,
It'll
we're
go to
talking
your
about
head.
something
Oh,
else.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great
If he
point.
came back to life, he would have
He's like,
such an
Pompous.
ego.
He's
and he
like,
didn't
"Oh,
do
for real?"
shit. It's like you almost got your entire crew killed in the Philippines for no reason.
own a galaxy? That's fucking sick. I get Uber Eats credit from
Tax
my
the
job. Yeah. You have to pay like a couple amount of stars to the government every year with your
All right, I
taxes.
got one. I got a fact.
Okay.
Even though the universe is only 13.8 billion years old, space itself has expanded. Wait, that's not the one I wanted to read. If you counted every single grain of sand on every beach on Earth, there are still more stars in the observable universe. Estimate range to 6 septillions, which is 10 to the 21st power.
Yes, that's
That's
kind of
too many.
there's like a point with numbers in space that I'm like
Like you can't conceptualize
I
them.
no idea.
Yeah, that's what
And-
Brian
and-
Cox talks
and
about.
they said the
He's like,
most-
no one understands.
the most fucked up thing about what you
Then how do
said
they
is
even
that's
write?
just the observable
Right.
galaxy.
Yeah, there's actually a new satellite that went up. I saw an article about it the other day, and I might get some of this wrong, so do not fact check me. But as far as I remember, this is what it said: that there's a new satellite that is newer than the Webb satellite, and that satellite, like the Webb satellite, is designed to go into a very specific spot and look at something very up close, things that we haven't observed ever. The other one is designed to take a range of angles and expand. It's like it can only go like a quarter size in all of the universe, and it can zoom in, and inside every single little dot there was estimate to be billions and billions, 200 billions in each one of those specks of light that was only a quarter size of your complete aerial view 360.
That's insane.
That's like
Also-
Horton heard a who. Like, you know, you
I
guys
got-
ever seen
Oh yeah, because the one they zoomed in and there's the like smaller civilization that he couldn't see.
That's
little
the
speck.
exact kind of phrase that I was looking for. in this segment.
that? Oh, exactly. Just
It's
like,
like the Horton heard of who.
The
Y'all
quantum
galaxy.
universe.
And everybody's like, yes, indeed.
Exactly.
exactly
Exactly.
what I was
Got to
thinking.
do that on the last one.
I did. I
Damn.
did.
Yeah, but like you know how Chief was saying, he's like, "Oh, you don't think we're gonna make it to another star?" We sent out what's it called, the Voyager in 1977,
Yeah.
Yep.
and it finally left our solar system.
It
what
left
like
Pluto I watched a documentary on it on Netflix. It's actually really cool.
It just left. Like,
Yeah, it's a newer documentary, probably 2024, so a year-ish old.
Yeah.
But this,
so it's taken 50 years to even get out of the solar system, and then you got to go a light year.
I guess my point on that is, I feel like we're. Dave was wanting to interrupt before I said anything.
I caught myself.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm not ruling out the possibility of some like immense breakthrough in technology, where it's like we were humans for.
You are a big Elon Musk guy. Okay.
I feel like we haven't heard from him in a minute.
I mean, but imagine telling somebody even in 1870 that eventually there's going to be things that are made out of metal that are going to go 300 miles an hour, the fastest one, and it's going to come at you like a rocket ship.
Right.
Or
somebody's going to walk on the moon.
Or someone you can talk to someone instantly with a video on the other side of the planet.
Like Chaps once, like he came to the office one time with a hard drive that looked like it was from 30 years ago.
Damn it.
Take your guesses as to what this is. Full-on computer
Danny.
or
No.
this is a hard drive.
Listen, I'm 42, and the saddest part, I bought this like 2 weeks ago.
Wait, did you break into an abandoned Radio Shack?
No, it's 10 terabytes.
Thing was like the size of my computer, and it could hold like maybe like 10 GB. And I was like, Chaps, you know, they make things that fit in your pocket that can hold like terabytes.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
But like, could they?
I mean, think about how long it's been since I had to use a USB.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, that's not true. Like every week.
I mean, you won't be for a while, like soon enough, though.
No, but I like that outlook. Like I like to have faith that will kind of. I don't think humans are going to change their behavior to kind of save our world, but I think hopefully certain technologies we invent will be able to counteract.
Yeah.
Elon said something kind of weird about that somewhat recently. We were actually talking about this at Camp Barstool, but he says like, you got to understand, like, we're really fucking smart right now, but we're also getting dumber because we rely on tech so much that who knows 100 years from now, like, we might not be able to get to Mars because we'll be too dumb to do it. We won't have the tech because we'll start going backwards a little bit.
Or if we have the tech, it will be AI, and that they'll be kind of running the show.
Exactly, which
you just kind of hand all control over to AI, and
I just had
you don't know how to do shit.
Very high thought. So if AI is based off of our intelligence, and then we keep getting dumber, will they eventually follow the same? Will AI eventually follow the same arc?
Well, hopefully, I mean, AI would get to a point where they can like learn themselves, and so they could still want to keep learning, even if we don't.
But then they're probably
they have a sentient desire to learn.
I mean, I think we do. You don't think humans have a
everyone has
I definitely do.
I think you just have to learn to survive. You have to learn something. And
yeah, but think of like all the progress we like. It's incremental, but it's surviving is all about technology.
That is the yin and the yang. Like it's great that we have an abundance of food in America. We throw too much of it away, but we have a ton. But we have less people to know how to produce that food. Like even specific farmers, you know, like you're an expert in doing soybeans or tomatoes or whatever it is you grow, but your farm doesn't typically have many crops on it. So not only would people not know one crop, you definitely wouldn't know how to do a garden.
Yeah, that's true.
Salute the farmers though
I
too.
just fucking crushed that.
Yeah, you did.
This episode of Drop a Pin is brought to you by Tushy. Men will life hack everything but their toilet paper consumption. Using a Tushy bidet means you leave the bathroom so much cleaner than when you walked in. Let's get into it. Tushy is the everyday luxury bidet that instantly transforms your bathroom habits and bottom health for life. And the Tushy Wave is a way to modernize your daily routine and bathroom with a super sleek seat plus 2 separate front and rear nozzles for the most complete clean. Every Tushy bidet easily attaches to your existing toilet without the need for additional plumbing. And that is huge because I was first introduced to bidets in Japan, but I was like, these would be so expensive to get in my own home, but not with Tushy. It just arrives at your house and you can easily attach it to your existing toilet. In the past, I've been a notoriously bad wiper, but not anymore. I just sit on my Tushy and it, squirts the front and back of my butthole, gets it all spick and span. And yeah, my butthole has never been cleaner. So shout out Tushy and shout out our fans. Because if you go to hellotushy.com and use promo code PIN, you can get 10% off your first bidet order. It's only for a limited time. So remember, go to hellotushy.com and use promo code PIN, and our listeners can get 10% off their order at checkout. Remember, a-hole is only a dirty word if you wipe. This episode of Drop a Pin is also brought to you by Marzetti Ranch. Cool down the flame when you dip with Marzetti Ranch on game day. I put ranch on everything. Pizza especially. If you get a buffalo chicken pizza and put some ranch on, ooh, it's phenomenal. Obviously wings, and I've been known to dip my veggies in ranch too. Veggies on their own are way too plain, but when you dip them in Marzetti Ranch, they are elite. Don't fumble your food. Get the good ranch for game day. Even if your team loses a bunch of games this season and your parlays don't pay out, your mouth can still be a winner on game day when you ranch with Marzetti. So visit Marzetti.com to learn more, or find Marzetti Ranch at your local grocery store, refrigerated by the fruits and veggies. I think they also have a spicy version made with Tabasco sauce, so check it out. Let's get back into the pod.
That's kind of why I believe like that ancient apocalypse theory. Because if we had some mass event where, like, think about what would happen now if there was like a blackout in the power grid worldwide. Like, how long would it take us to, like, just, it would be chaos instantly, but then, and it would be continued chaos, I think, until we're extremely tribal again. And then how long would it take to, like, rebuild, like, a coherent civilization again? So, and that's just like the power grid. And it's because I think we just don't know anything.
We'd get back.
We're so reliant, to your point, on.
If the power grid just went out, I think we could figure out how not to completely devolve. Like right off the bat, it would be chaos. There'd be a lot of war.
I don't know about that.
And a lot of people would die. But like what they think wiped out the ancient civilization was a meteor or a comet strike. I think, which wasn't. It was just enough to melt a lot of the ice and cause crazy floods all over the world. And it led to like a dark sky for like 1,000 years or something.
Yeah, but I was using that as like a lead into this. So even if we just lost the power grid, I think it'd be bad. But then if we lost a significant portion of the population who can actually do stuff too, like you're saying, the tomato farmer, and it's like, all we have left is a tomato farmer, kind of, So I do think that theory, that ancient apocalypse thing, does make sense. And all those religions, they all have a flood myth in them. Like Epic of Gilgamesh, Noah's Ark. I think there's like there's a couple other that they all have.
Native Americans.
Yeah. So
like, I know like the tribes in Vancouver area and stuff.
Yeah.
And like Washington State.
Yep. Have you ever seen those like giant like pothole looking things out there? They're huge.
Yes.
And they think it's like from a mass flood that had all these loose boulders, and it would get to a spot, and the pressure was so immense that it would like have like a cycle, like you're flushing a toilet, but there'd be rocks in it, and the rocks would act as a drill bit going in that circle and just keep digging down. So they have these weird formations that are deep, just like in the farmland of Washington.
And I think when they think that hit, it was just maybe 12,000 years ago, is when all the large mammals in North America kind of went extinct overnight. Relatively. So we lost the giant sloth. What else did we lose, Hannah?
Great question.
Woolly mammoth.
I guess saber-toothed tiger. Like shit
shit
like that.
Shit like
giant beaver. Do you know about the
big
giant
ass
beaver?
beavers?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but I know about the Reddit page.
What's that?
Oh,
big beavers.
The giant beavers caused so much flooding that it impacted how the bedrock lies in Manhattan.
Exactly right.
Yes, sir.
Giant armadillo. Those things were tanks.
So dope.
Some
Those were
Irishman
living
was
tanks.
digging up peat recently, and he
Love
stumbled
peat.
upon a fossilized Irish elk that was from like 10,000 years ago. And I don't know if any of you guys have seen an elk up close. They are the size of fucking school buses, today. And it was like 3x the size of current elk from.
Oh, yep. Monster elk. I guess those would be called
elk. Yeah.
dire elks.
Sure, dire wolves are a thing.
Yeah.
How about you guys know about the short-faced bear?
Yep, the short-faced
Vicious.
bear.
Oh, the
Yeah.
bear.
Makes a
But
grizzly
cute.
bear look like a teddy bear.
Yep.
Very cute. Imagine giving that fucker an ice cold Coca-Cola.
Yeah, on Christmas.
Wait, a short-faced bear?
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
I think
'Cause
they have
it's
one
so
at
much-
the field.
look at
ball.
that
Look
thing.
at that. That thing's like
That thing would fuck
13
you in
feet
the
tall.
mouth.
What would you do if you just were strolling along and saw a short-faced
I
bear?
would
Die?
shit my pants.
I would say, why the long face, buddy?
But he's got a short face.
Yeah, that's why I'd be trying to fuck with him.
Yeah, you'd be like,
He
hey,
fucked with
dude.
me right there.
I would
got
like to
a
be
short
so
face.
annoying to that bear that the bear's like, I'm not gonna fuck with this guy.
Get him out. It's kind of like a homeless guy. You see a homeless guy in the street going, and you're like, I'm just staying away from him. You know?
I see what you're saying, Dave.
Yeah, the bear would be
Homeless
thinking
people and
that about
short-faced
you.
bears. I don't know. I think I'm a little.
I
yeah.
follow it. I speak
Yeah.
White Sox,
Yep.
Dave.
All right, so we've been talking prehistoric mammals. Let's
Get back to space.
venture back to
yeah.
space.
Okay, I got one.
Yes.
For size comparison, if the sun were the size of a basketball, Earth would be a pea that's 100 feet away. So it'd be like seeing a little pea from 100 feet away. Jupiter would be a grapefruit that's 500 feet away. So 5 football fields. Neptune would be a blueberry from a half a mile away.
This is so cool.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
And Pluto. See,
Pluto's
he
a
didn't
lime.
even bother looking up the Pluto
Pluto's
stats.
a lima bean.
After waxing poetic,
And Pluto would be
about
my
Pluto.
nuts on your fucking face.
Today is a day that Pluto
Yeah, today we will remember proud Pluto.
In 2003, Pluto died. And so did the hearts of many.
All right, I'm going to take us terrestrial
Okay.
very quickly, but it's about something that came from space.
Okay.
The Tuscanga, how do you say
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I don't know.
Tuskegee Airmen.
No.
Yeah, it's close.
I'm joking. You made that mistake.
Yeah,
earlier.
it's, what's it called, Sam? Tunguska. The Tunguska
Event.
happened in 1908, and it was like an asteroid that was coming down to Earth, and before it could make impact, it just exploded in our atmosphere, and it laid waste to hold up. Let me try to figure out these facts.
While you're figuring it out, I need to say something.
Yeah.
You're so good at saying names that I would stumble through. It's phenomenal.
Tunguska, baby.
Yeah.
How can you forget Tunguska?
Long-time stoolie.
Yeah, Tunguska, dude. So the explosion,
Rick Tunguska.
the explosion flattened 2,000 square kilometers of forest. Witnesses described a fireball, shockwaves, and a bright glow in the sky. I think you could hear the collision as far away as like Australia.
What the fuck is that, mate?
Fucking hell, mate.
Sounds like those Yanks are getting after it.
So this thankfully happened in Siberia, but like 1908, we had some pretty large cities around the world.
Yeah, if that thing hit a
We're
red light.
around the lake of the world's biggest lake,
Baikal?
Baikal, yeah.
It could be.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what made it.
Well, it looks like it's got.
But so if that hit pretty much anywhere, like I bet you if that hit, say if it landed in New York, would that also destroy Boston and Washington? No.
Knock
No.
all the windows out.
It would
probably.
pretty much, it would take out the tri-state area, I guess.
Oh no! There's
Wait,
a
why
current-
did it
There's a current
explode?
picture of it. It's right there.
It's hard
Why
to
did it
penetrate
explode? It
our
was just
atmosphere.
whipping
Not that
through
far left.
space and just happened to enter our orbit and just it started like once it entered our orbit, it was burning up, and then it just exploded in the atmosphere.
Oh my god.
And like
That'd
I
be so
think like
sick to
we're
watch though.
I think we can expect one of those every 1,000 years. So we kind of got lucky that it only happened 100 years
So
ago.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I think about this thing a lot. I don't know why, but imagine if that happened today over like a major American or EU or Russian city. I feel like people would be like that. They nuked us, and then they
Send
just
them flying.
shit,
Let
yeah.
them fly. Yeah.
I think we'd be able to know that it wasn't a nuke.
Yeah, we'd have.
We'd be able
Some
to
people
tell.
would not
Dude,
believe.
You're not gonna immediately.
Got a lot of power.
I think it's very. I think it would not be hard for people. They would probably be able to track it. Like now, like all the technology we have, they would have like
That's
see
true,
it coming.
actually. You know
Hopefully.
what?
Maybe it would bring us.
And they might
Hopefully.
want to see it coming when it's too late. But
Hopefully.
But sometimes they're like when they're like, oh, that missed us by not that far, and we didn't see it until like Wednesday.
Yeah, because they don't even know when it's gonna fucking rain.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Chaps.
They like mess it up all the time.
Yeah.
And then the apps will be like have the little lightning bolt on there, and you'll click it open.
Fucking
Like what?
Sunny is-
25%. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Give me the little lightning thing. I live in a place with a basement. I'm worried about it flooding again. I need them to be more accurate.
I think
So
that-
I wouldn't trust them on a meteor.
Yeah.
I heard the
short of
weather
the
app
rocks.
comes from Brazil too.
Oh, I can't do it to Brazil again. I was about to go in on Brazil again. Oh
shit.
Where are you with Brazil right now?
We're not doing good.
Ceasefire?
That-
No.
I mean, that post is doing well. They're pissed. Also, no, this is a shot across the bow at Brazil. They think that they have all kinds of everything in their little Amazonian rainforest and they own it all. Guess who has more bird species than they do? Their rival, Colombia.
Wow.
Oh,
There's 1,954 bird species in Colombia, and there's 1,876 in Brazil.
Oh, dude.
Now, I will have a caveat in all this. There is no chance in hell we can identify all the birds
I
in
was
Brazil.
just gonna say that.
No chance. Anyways,
Yeah. And to be fair,
Moving on.
and just to clarify, yeah, they don't grow cocaine in Brazil, but there definitely are little drug airports throughout the Amazon. So we were kind of right.
Yeah.
oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
What? What does that mean?
Oh, we were in some beef.
He got
with
canceled.
Brazil.
Oh,
It's not me
By-
actually.
by
It's
saying-
just Chaps. I don't want that smoke. Yeah.
I have another one. You ready?
Yeah.
Even though our universe is only 13.8 billion years, space itself has expanded. So the edge of the observable universe is about 46 billion light years in every single direction.
How? I wonder what makes it like a perfect sphere.
Is it a perfect?
Well,
sphere?
that's
know,
what,
it's
that's
like a
what. If
web.
it's in every
Yeah.
direction, it would have
Yeah,
to
because
be.
I
you
thought
would-
in some directions it's like randomly moving faster.
That could be. I don't know.
Yeah,
Didn't the,
like,
didn't
it
the
depends
James
on
Webb
the-
say?
I would imagine the angle of the explosion.
Yeah.
like that's
Do we
what
even
also-
know if
what's
there's an
that mean?
explosion anymore? Didn't like, and isn't the James Webb saying that it's actually double what they thought it was? Mm-hmm. So it's like, how are you off, scientists, by 13 billion years? That just makes me think the new number is shit.
Yeah. I mean,
They can't predict the rain.
yeah.
But like,
But they can cloud seed.
You know
Yeah.
who believes that the most?
I don't know if we're going to take a
What?
deep dive on that today.
Young Earth creationists believe that.
Believe
in a big
what?
way. So they believe that the Earth is only about 6,500 years ago
so
because they can trace the lineage of Adam and Eve through Numbers and Deuteronomy.
So my theory is they're tracing the lineage of a family after the flood, like families that survived the flood that we talked about, which happened like 12,000 years ago.
It goes all the way back.
What they said, you said it only goes back 6,500
that's
years.
what the
Yeah, that's what they say is the foundation of the universe. That's when God spoke it, let there be light.
But yeah, I think they're
wrong.
yeah, I think they're mixing up the creation of the universe with like when did we start to keep
But
track of our
here's
family.
the other
Yeah,
thing.
like
I don't understand
I just want it
why.
on the record. I am not a young Earth creationist.
You know a lot about them.
He's kind of selling it to me.
But I don't understand why religious people have like make it a competition where it's like we've only been doing science for 500 years. So like to think that something written 6,000 years ago is a scientific thing, like there weren't any scientists back then. So like they weren't coming
Whoa,
up.
whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah.
What do you think, Galileo?
Like, what-
We haven't had the scientific method until like the 1500s. So like they weren't doing like extreme science to
Oh,
like
just because someone puts it into a scientific method doesn't mean people aren't doing science.
I don't think when the Bible was being written, where they're like, "This is how the Earth was formed," and they try to make that a scientific argument. Like,
I mean, they
that's what
weren't doing great science, but actually, yeah, like just the fact of like they were doing science, learning how to grow the largest crops.
Sure,
Being like, if we mix this breed with this breed, sprinkle on
But
like
they're
a
not
little dog
carbon
shit as
dating.
manure. What?
They're not carbon dating anything.
No, they're not doing modern science.
I weren't saying
Right.
they weren't doing good science.
They couldn't
but-
even
but
tell if you had a broken ankle with an X-ray. What a bunch of fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Crop science, I bet they were smart as fuck. But
yeah.
a lot of other shit.
Right.
like trial by
They,
error.
they were only smart in the things that would help keep them alive.
Right.
So their whole life's dependent on as long as I can grow these crops.
But they can't do the physics or the biology to know when the Earth was made. Is my point. They weren't doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
so then they can't be like it was this. It's this old. It's like you don't know that. Like you don't know that, and it doesn't even matter. Just
Yeah.
you know.
And there, I mean, there's so much we still don't know about space. It's like,
I know.
like on Earth now, most things you can look up and they at least kind of have some sort of, unless you go really small, like quantum theory and
Quarks
stuff.
and stuff,
but
yeah.
a lot of stuff out in space, they aren't like, they know there's something called antimatter, but
Yeah.
they don't. Do we really know what
No.
antimatter is?
We don't even really know what
making
we,
shit up.
we don't even really know what gravity is or what causes it.
Doesn't
That's the key.
Yeah.
If we can unlock the magic of gravity, we can see the stars.
We're not doing that.
I don't know.
So, no,
Who's that guy that was on Rogan?
And the reason I say it is
Nazar?
because every like
Lazar?
UFO sighting in the past,
Bob Lazar?
whatever, yo, you would know this. Like
might.
all of the Bob Lazar, all the people that have claimed to have seen alien spacecrafts, they're all like, it seems to be powered by anti-gravity,
Yes.
where
Yeah.
if you think of it, it's like you create your own gravitational field and then you just fall through space.
Yeah.
So instead of having to move yourself through space, if you create gravity, you just keep on falling and falling and falling,
Correct.
and then you can steer that, and
Right.
you'll keep on accelerating.
Right. Because there's
Shout
no
out
drag.
Matt
You don't need any propulsion.
Yes. Yeah, you don't need
Right.
you don't need any propulsion.
Right. And there's no drag.
That's exactly
But-
what they did in The Martian.
Oh yeah.
When he like gets out and he has to angle the suit, he used a tiny little bit of thrusters, and it would have carried him on essentially forever.
Yeah.
Once you get a little push.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one-
but if
he
we
should have had
create-
one of those squirrel
we
suits.
create the anti-gravity, it's I mean that opens up some
Yeah.
possibilities. But
That's what I'm
I don't
talking
think we
about.
should
I don't
do
think
that.
we are but
Why not?
from when humans
No
were
human
conscious
have
till
that
now,
power.
I don't think we've made a lot of progress on figuring out what gravity is. Right?
That's what I mean. They still don't know
Like,
what gravity
don't
is.
We know how
pyramids
fast
and
it
shit
pulls
have
Correct.
and, like-
their own gravity?
What?
The pyramids, like large man-made objects, can have
no,
gravity.
You're
right?
saying that wrong.
yeah.
The gravitational pull is different on the top of the pyramids, on top of
No.
big, so you're technically
because you're
moving-
further from the
you're
center of
moving
the earth.
faster, like the higher that you get.
But
So like gravity is less strong.
Yeah, I think all things can have gravity, but like if it's not enormous, you won't be able to
right,
notice
exactly.
the effect.
Yeah.
But the large, so
Like Pluto claims to have gravity.
Oh,
but
here
it's
we
like,
go.
I
oh
don't know.
god damn it!
It's like I don't know if I would really vouch for Pluto's gravity in a fight.
They were lying about being a planet for all
The
those
only
years.
one of Disney
So-
characters named after.
What type of gravity is Pluto working with?
I bet they have.
I bet you I
bitch
could dunk
gravity.
on Pluto.
Little bit.
Yeah, I bet I could too.
Yeah.
Little bitch energy.
Even me.
Yes, Pluto has gravity, though it's very weak. About 6% of Earth's surface
Oh,
gravity.
I'm
This is
360
just straight up
dunking.
bullying at this point.
6%
I disavow.
gravity, dude.
Like,
I could
you could just
fucking
jump
maybe
around?
dunk with 6% gravity.
I'm
not even gonna promise
tomahawking.
a
I'm
dunk.
going between my legs.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Space Jam. Like it's
Yes.
we're gonna be really fucking good at basketball. On Pluto.
Yeah.
You know what? Bring it back. Better basketball.
I had something to say. I hope it wasn't about Pluto. No, it was actually about the moon. So I also taught Biz that the moon moved. He didn't really
Yeah.
just know that the moon moved.
That was such a funny clip.
But so I was able to explain how the moon rotates around the Earth and that it's illuminated because the sun can hit it. But is that like I couldn't really explain the phases of the moon. Why does the moon always go in cycles from like
You just
big
said
to
it.
small?
Yeah, because the angle from the sun.
It's how much light is getting around the Earth.
Okay, yes.
Being blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is kind of crazy
I'm an idiot.
that certain planets and like the moon, they don't rotate like Earth. I always thought that because people are like the dark side of the moon, right? They talk about that, but it is fixed and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
stays the same. Like
Yeah.
you're always seeing the same side of the moon.
Yeah. Now, is it true that China's made it to the dark side of the moon, or they're planning?
I think they have. I think they might have some mining operations up there.
Wait, we're not mining the moon at this point.
Whoa, talk to me.
Hey, that could be their goal. Like in the next 15 years, there is not a chance in hell they already have a fucking mining station on the moon.
That would be dope, though.
Dark side of the moon.
Also, what can we mine from the
2019,
moon?
so a while back already.
What can we what?
What could we mine from the moon?
Gold,
What
maybe?
does the moon
It could
have?
be fucking
We have
anything.
no idea.
Yeah.
I
Just
Would that
fucking.
I always
affect
thought it
it?
was calcium.
Yeah, true. Also, you don't want to mine it too much.
Yeah, like
big ibuprofen.
Um,
That's what they're mining.
Yeah.
could we survive
Ibuprofen.
without the moon?
No.
What would happen?
According to Hoopify, yes.
Oh, there's this book about that.
I don't
if
think
you're
we
like
can.
super interested in this podcast and you've stuck
No.
around this long, there's an amazing book called What If, and it goes through those kind of
Yep.
scenarios that Hannah just talked about, like what happens if you take all the water off of Earth, or even if you like it's fascinating. There's all kinds of things that he
Yeah.
talks about that blow my mind.
There's a TikTok like that too. They'll do like, what would happen if the moon was, I'm making up a number, like 300 miles closer. No, I don't. I have one in my mouth.
Oh,
I have two in my mouth.
Baby bird it to me. Baby bird it
good
to me.
friends at
Here.
Lucy.
Yeah.
The nicotine patch of Barstool Sports.
Yes. Now, so we confirmed China does not have a mining station on the moon.
That's what the internet's telling me.
Okay.
I don't know if I believe that.
Maybe that's how they're making their phone so cheap.
Now,
yeah. Moonstone.
No, that
This
I
is-
bet that freight's
There
expensive.
is like an insane amount of gold like on asteroids and stuff.
That's
say,
right.
yeah, and they are doing. They already have companies that have raised like billions of dollars that are researching in how
Isn't
to
Trump trying to
mine
make that happen?
asteroids.
That's what the Space Force is all
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
sure.
Gonna
Fuck
need
yeah.
that
And
for
then-
the oval.
Wait, trying to make what happen?
He's gonna mine meteorites and shit for gold. Not
One
meteorites.
thing
meteors.
that we need that space has, and they're trying to figure out how they can harvest it: helium gas.
Why do we need that?
For funny
Because we're
voices
slowly running.
and
We're
balloons.
exactly. We're running out of helium. Like
Cancel your parties.
My great grandson might not have balloons at his birthday party, and if he does have balloons, they're going to be the ones that suck. They're just going and just fall on the ground.
I didn't know you could run out of helium.
wow.
When are we projected to run out of helium, and when does my son stop having birthday parties?
Where does it go? Because if it's like released.
Because I thought all the
It goes
good
up,
point.
up. It goes.
Why
It
doesn't
goes
it
up
just-
into space.
Oh, if you like, so
Oh,
you-
you can't.
How did we?
You can't create it.
I think it's very expensive.
I don't think you
Whoa,
can create.
oh,
I don't think
what?
you can create another element.
No, I think you're correct. Because that's why you can't create gold, right?
Yeah, and that's why they're
that's
like.
Where?
what was
You
that?
can be discovered. A new one can be discovered.
boy.
Right?
That's
There's-
how-
there's
that's
one
how
like 3 or
Isaac
4 years
Newton
ago
died.
that was discovered.
Because he found out how to create gold.
No, he was trying to
That makes
do.
sense.
He was trying to turn lead into gold, and you can't. And he got lead poisoning
Oh.
and died.
Oh,
Dang.
how do you? Where do we get helium from?
That's the
Helium
thing.
trees.
So, outer space.
No, wait.
We all we're made out of star matter, us ourselves.
You got that from a TikTok.
I did. And you can
It's a
look this up.
motivational. It's just
Okay,
a
hold up, hold up.
You're a star.
We're all stardust.
We are. We're all stardust.
Good point. We are. You're absolutely right.
If we keep using helium at the same rate as we're using it now, we have 200 years of supply.
Okay.
Wow. What happens? Is it bad if we don't have it?
Does it just mean like no
I don't
balloons?
care
I think
what
we
happens.
That's what I'm
I think we as a society could recover
Like
from no floating
But,
balloons.
that's,
at
but I don't know if
birthday
it's like an essential thing for
parties.
our ozone.
no, I'm
layer or
sure that
something.
we actually have some uses for
Yeah, I
it.
bet.
And
Hospitals.
there's
Yeah. What about
maybe
that's oxygen.
fucking
But
so developing new reserves. Oh, people are. I guess Qatar, Algeria, and Tanzania are big players in the helium game now.
Okay.
Also, obviously,
huh? Good for
USA and
them.
Russia. Yep. So we can also learn how to recycle helium. What's
I always thought all helium was recycled.
Dude,
Are we
yeah.
burning helium?
I don't know. I think there's just a lot more clowns in
it
here.
could be.
There's a lot
Look
more
at
clowns.
that.
Okay.
Look at that, Sam.
Guys, I
it's
have a-
helium burning. Do we burn it?
Do we
actually?
burn helium?
Do they ever hand out helium at Fish concerts? Ask that.
Oh yeah.
I'm off that helium right now.
How pissed would you be if
Probably
someone
the
thinks you're
Bee Gees.
selling
All
like,
right, so
nitrous
no, you-
oxide at
that
Fish,
would
and you're
hit.
like, no, just helium,
Have
buddy.
you ever seen that video? It's like a.
I don't understand where the
choir.
helium's going.
Helium at a Bee
How do
Gees
you?
concert.
How did we first find helium, or is it made in the lab? I think
I
helium
think it's
occurs.
just a light element.
I
feel
think
like
some
we've
people
had
were
it for
mining
a
the
while.
ground, and all of a
Isn't
sudden
it?
just picked like a little hole, and it was like,
it on the
and it got-
periodic table?
Oh, hello, and
So
they're
it's
like,
only underground?
yeah. So
What the fuck?
Oh.
Wait, during a solar eclipse in India, who observed a unique yellow spectral line in the sun's spectrum.
How would you observe
It all comes
that?
back to space, dude. I have no idea. That is the most
he
insane
he
thing.
observed it, but how did we?
That guy was doing
How do we
How do we
that
have
guy was
it?
doing hard science.
Yeah, like how do you?
How do you get it in the little
Yes.
tank? I think that about
Like,
oxygen.
why
too.
didn't we get this from the dollar store? How did it get to the dollar store?
Wait,
Right.
and it,
How did we
if it
get
exists
How do we get it?
Yeah.
underground?
No, go back. Extract it. Oh,
How do
there
you
it is.
extract it?
From underground natural.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense why we're running out of it.
No, it doesn't. You don't know how that happens.
Because it's going up into the air.
All right, if it's underground, we can just look.
It
more.
literally just says, helium comes from helium caves in the ground. That's
Helium
badass.
caves.
Imagine falling into a helium cave.
It'd be hilarious.
Yes, funny, good fucking hijinks.
the glass thing at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, good, clean fun right there.
Imagine if you took your kids to that for a birthday party. Oh my god, you'd be the dad of the year.
Okay, now I have another question. Why does that happen to your voice with helium?
Because it's lighter.
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Is it your vocal cords?
Yeah, so the helium's less dense in the
Correct.
air, so it floats up.
Yes. Yeah, dude,
voice is
that
higher
is why
That's why we
balloons
can't
fucking
get it.
float. You
because
got to the bottom of it, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't think that was ever up for question. I think that was just the one thing we
Well, that's why
actually
we're losing it.
understood that we all knew about helium.
That's why we're losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, because when you pop a balloon, you can't re-pop it, or you can't. It's
gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, you can't catch it.
Smell
The
you.
ultimate use it or lose it. Or use it and lose it. I guess I should say.
Yeah. Or do you think that
Strike
can
that,
you
reverse it.
turn in your balloons and like recycle the helium?
But they always
They ask you
deflate
to.
anyway. So what?
It's like AutoZone with oil.
My mom always got the recycled balloons for my birthdays.
Wait, so can
Today
it not?
is a
She used
day
the
we run out
recycled
of
helium. It smelled like another kid's birthday party. Okay. All right. I think a really fun thing we should all do, and it will be great community bonding. We're going to go around in a circle, share your favorite moon story.
Okay.
Personal, like moon story, like your favorite memory involving a moon.
Oh,
Okay.
I
Oh,
got
this
one.
is easy.
I got one.
You guys
Okay.
start then, because I still don't
Back
think-
in high school, I got caught mooning
I got to
my
third base.
friend Pat's mom by mistake. I didn't realize she was in the car, and I was just like, I dropped trout all the way to my ankles, and
That
his
was
mom
more of
rolled
a
down the
joke
window. She
situation.
probably she saw my whole ass moon.
I'm not going to accept it, Dave. I think you have a good story involving the actual moon.
I like that.
You just have to
Oh
think.
no, I got nothing with the moon. No.
Oh.
Yes, you do. All right, you
I
can't
gotta
think of a
think of
single
something.
time in your life. Maybe just one of the nicest moons you saw, and,
I
and
have
where you
one.
were.
I have one.
Okay.
It was like the second year I ever went hunting with Sydney Wells. There's just nothing around there. There's no light pollution. You get amazing stars in the winter. We kind of like tronched out through the snow. And then we got to like the clearing, and the moon was fucking enormous. And you could see all the little critters that are nocturnal going to bed. Like you could see them like getting, like I saw a raccoon climb up a dead tree with a, like, it's probably 15-foot like stump. And it just had a little hole in it. And Sydney's like, do you want to shoot that? And I said, no. He can just tuck himself in. I've got no problem with him. But me and the raccoon made eye contact because you could see his eyes like reflecting the light of the moon. It was sick.
Oh, dude, that's
That's like
incredible.
primal shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had one quite like that down at Sydney's, but I've been out in the tree stand like he's talking about alone. And when you're deer hunting, you're only using your eyes and ears, and you're
Dave,
using.
are you going
it's
to talk
like-
about the moon or not?
I'll get there, but you're hearing shit
He's
that
grifting off my story.
I am. I'm
ugly.
trying to piggyback off it a
be
little
ugly.
bit. So
Grifting.
I'm hammering the point home for him, and
I thought I
help.
did it.
Sat in the
Go
seat,
though.
if
Yep,
you will.
yep.
Never mind that.
No.
Keep going.
Go,
But-
please.
You hear them reacting to the moon. So like 100 feet behind you, you'll hear all the fucking coyotes coming, and they'll be pointing up at the moon, and it's like they're rallying call saying, "Here, boys, we're going to hunt right now," and they're looking at the moon and doing it. It's fucking crazy.
Do you guys know my coyote fact?
No.
It's a good fact.
That was a good story, Dave.
yes.
I like that.
You hear them
I really
howling and
appreciate
shit at
that.
it.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
almost like they're
But
like
then your eyes and
praying
your
to the moon
ears, it's
god.
like shit that we're not used to hearing because we're just putting junk in them all day,
Yeah.
it really gets your like senses tingling.
I think when a coyote howls at the moon, it's praying to the god of the hunt, which is also the moon in coyote culture.
Can I tell you what they're actually doing?
What?
Yeah, I would love to know.
So they're having a census of the other coyotes in the area.
Every 10 years?
And yes. And if the female coyote is in heat and she howls and all the males howl back, if only one or two males howl back, there's some kind of like metabolic change where she will release more eggs and have a bigger litter to like revitalize the population of coyotes in the area.
Whoa.
And they don't know why that happens, but it happens. And that's why like we could kill off all the wolves, but we've never been able to kill off the coyotes, because as soon as their population drops, they have like this survival mechanism built into their reproductive system that replenishes the population.
Microevolution.
That's fucking hell.
Isn't that sick?
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hannah, do you have a moon story?
Yeah, I didn't know that like I needed glasses for like a really long time, like 5th grade. And I'd seen like pictures of the moon like in books and stuff, and seeing like the craters.
Good night moon.
For example,
Yes,
great bull literature.
Yes.
But I didn't know that like, and then I got glasses and I stared at the moon for so long because I didn't know you could like see the craters from here at all. Like I didn't know that, because when you stare at it really close, like you can see little like spots.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Like I just thought it was always just like white circle.
It's like a white coin.
Yeah,
But
like
then
the light right there.
Like I remember seeing the moon for the first time and being like, holy fuck. Like
It's
that.
like those
Dude.
kids that get the colorblind glasses for the first
Yeah.
time,
Yep.
and they just start like weeping.
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
the one where the deaf kids get the ear
The
implants?
cochlear implant.
those.
And then they
Cochlear.
can hear their mom's voice for the first time, and you're just like,
Yeah, and then the mom's
Baby-like.
faces.
Are you
they're
trying to
like,
make me cry, Uncle Chaps?
So I didn't say it. Ryan did.
Both you guys.
Say if you like
not on my
live
phone.
in Manhattan and then you like never leave. I'm sure your first time where you leave Manhattan and you're in a really dark place and you can actually see the stars, that has to be mind blowing.
yeah.
Because a
Camp
lot of people
Barstool.
will go
Yes,
years
I
without
think
really
Yeah.
seeing
we
the
were
stars.
talking about
We
that.
laid up
maybe.
on that pontoon at Camp Barstool and just looked, because you could see the
Milky Way.
The Milky
Yeah.
Way.
Dope.
I
It
had
was-
never seen the Milky Way like that in my life. And even last year when we were up there, I don't remember seeing it, but
Those are the second best stars I think I've seen.
I've been in the
Shout out
Swiss
Rhinelander,
Alps, and
Wisconsin,
they weren't
baby.
as good as
Badlands, South Dakota.
that would. Yeah,
Best stars I ever
I
seen.
fell
was,
down a mountain there.
in a place called Karma in Iraq. That's the actual city I got shot in, and they
Wait,
So-
what?
sorry.
What?
It's not
You got
funny.
shot in Karma?
yeah.
Holy.
You need to
fuck.
write a country song
know,
about
right?
that.
That. Yeah.
I got
you should
shot
write
in
Karma
Karma back in 2007.
That kind of was. That was really good.
Yeah, I'm dropping bars.
I have.
Holy
I had
shit.
that karma coming. I knew where I was heading.
Whoa.
There was a little fella and he got beheaded.
That's karma.
Yeah, true. Very true. But
This is what I was thinking, but I should have said it. That's karma. That's karma for you.
that's karma for Staff Sergeant.
Karma, 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 karma in Fallujah.
So, anyways, the moon was so unbelievably bright, and some nights, like, it was so bright that you would feel nervous. Like, typically, you work on the cover of darkness, like with night vision on and things like that. That's what, like, I did. So, whenever we went through there, it was super scary. Whenever it, like, the illumes from the moon were super bright. Those, and then on a better note, I was in, I think, Lookout Mountain, Chattanooga, and it was a blood moon.
Oh,
Dude.
Blood
Sick.
moons are so sick.
The story that I have is about a blood moon.
Yeah. Take it away.
Yeah, all right. Oh, but just to add to what you were saying, how like the moon, normally a bright moon is awesome, but in warfare sometimes it's not a good thing.
No, it's terrible.
I remember hearing about the Battle of Britain when they were just, London was being bombed, all of England was being bombed. People would get terrified when it was a full moon because they
Yeah.
were like, now they're coming in and they're gonna have a clear view of all the targets they're trying to hit.
I mean, there was nights that it was just a little bit darker than like what you'd experience in Florida in a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty bright.
Yeah, that's I wonder if the air defenses were more capable.
You're right, and I think maybe it was the pilots that were so scared.
Oh yeah,
because they would have a higher chance of being shot down.
Yeah.
It was one of the other two.
Yeah.
All right, so my blood moon story.
Well, both make sense.
I was laying low on the Cape in 2020. This is when like most of the country was still locked down. I was staying on the Cape and was walking towards the beach at like 10 p.m. I was on a little bit of acid, but I'm walking to the beach. All of a sudden, I see this fireball rising from behind the clouds, and it looked exactly like the sun rising, like from the horizon. And I was like, dude, the sun is rising right now at 10:30 p.m. It is the end of days. Like, it is legit the end of days. But I was
like knee deep in Aztec history.
Yeah.
And on acid.
Yes. And I wasn't super, I guess I was a little scared, but I was kind of just like, holy shit. Like, I called my girlfriend, like, you got to get over here. I'm filming a video. I can probably find the vid actually on my phone, which will be hilarious. This is unreal. I've never seen a blood moon. And how come nobody told me it was going to be a blood moon? I guess the country has a few other things going on right now. But that is incredible. Do most moons come out the womb bloody like that? Have I just never seen a moon rise? Well, all right, blood moon, you picked quite a time to rise. So, what do you have to say on the current state of affairs? The people are going to need you to pick a side, or else people are going to be throwing you shade, and you'll no longer be much of a blood moon. If you catch my drift. And yeah, it kind of had like a panicked, but also just like this like beautiful moment. Like I just sat and stared. Like that's the most beautiful thing I've ever
Once
seen.
you figured out it wasn't actually the sun rising at night.
Yeah, and it was.
What's
just
it like
so
to have
red,
a clean
dude.
conscience? Because if I thought I was dying, I'd be like, fuck.
But
I got so much repenting to do here.
There's places in like the Northwest Territory that the sun is risen at that time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, up in Canada, Alaska, you mean?
Yeah, like super high up.
Yeah, Greenland. I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights.
Never
Me
seen
too.
them either.
Yeah.
I think I have a.
You could see them from here sometimes.
Yeah,
I
wasn't
want
that
to
like last
I want the
year?
good
Oh,
ones.
wow.
Yeah.
I want the.
All three
I
Chicago
have a friend who lives
people.
2 hours north on the coast of Michigan, and he posted this beautiful photo of the
Aurora
lights. which-
Borealis.
Yeah, Aurora Borealis, which he took from his town, I think. But yes, you're right. I've never seen the Northern Lights. I want to see if I have this blood moon on my phone. It might
We
be
should do
a
day
little
trip
tough,
into Iceland.
but that might be doable.
Do
You
we
guys
have
don't
to
see it.
keep talking about the moon? Because I got a question for Chief.
Okay.
Can if that's cool with the
yeah.
professors?
Yeah.
Can you, to shift gears, talk about the delayed choice theory? Because I had never heard of it until we were talking about it this morning, and then I watched a couple YouTubes and we talked about it, and it has been fucking with my brain this entire day.
The first time I heard about this was probably like 6-7 years ago, and I think about it probably once a week. So it's called the delayed choice theory, and it's an experiment where they send light, so it's traveling in waves, into a contraption that has 2 slits in it, and then you can see the results, and it makes like a wave pattern on the results. So then they wanted to see how the light particles or how the light waves travel through the slits. So they set up these, ultra high tech cameras that measure the light waves as they go through. And once you turn the cameras on, the wave instantly breaks up and travels as photon particles, meaning it's like they behave differently when you're watching them, and somehow they know the white light waves, and it makes a totally different spray chart. The waves are gone. It's just like little like paintball splatters basically, and they're just in a completely different pattern only when that thing is on, only when you're watching it. So when you extrapolate that out, you can go all the way to being like, we're looking at a star, okay, and that star emitted those light photons billions of years ago. But because of this delayed choice, they theorize, or they can extrapolate this idea out that photon wouldn't have left in the first place unless it had a place to go, which is your eyeball, meaning that like it's like space and time are just all fucked up, because it's going even though Earth doesn't even exist, but it has to hit your eyeball because it's a delayed choice of how those things participate. And same thing if we're looking at a star and there's a black hole in the way, you can measure to see like if it went left or right, but you around the black hole, that light particle.
Yeah, that light's bending. It's the first time they've.
But it's like, did it go to the left or the right of the black hole? Mm-hmm. And it only shows up when you actually measure it. So meaning, what you do in the present impacted something that happened billions of years ago. So it's like how you gotta.
If the tree
I sent these to you,
yes,
right?
Yes,
yeah.
Schrodinger's light.
I did not do my homework and watch the video beforehand. My mind is like still trying to wrap itself around
I've been
that.
thinking about it for 7 years. And like I know the words I just said are correct.
Yeah.
I can't understand them.
Yeah.
But
I would imagine no one does.
But they
really.
But
they make sense though.
The guy who did this is like a newer study. It happened in 1999, so it's not like and there's ways like they are doing this. The guy's name is Wheeler. He's an astrophysicist, and they're just like, there's videos where they're just like, we don't know, like we don't know why watching it and measuring it impacts how it behaves.
And that's just light.
That's light.
So every time I turn around, that light's doing some shady shit, and then I turn around and it stops.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. It's more like if you're like trying to capture what it's doing.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like the Cosmos version of Peekaboo.
Maybe we just don't have the tools to capture it yet.
That's not what they're saying. But like, why would the results? Why would it be in a wave?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm flummoxed.
Yeah.
You know, like Schrodinger's cat, like that theory.
Can you explain it to me?
Yeah, it's like atom dispersion, so I guess not lights, but it's like you put a cat in a box, you close the box, it's not being observed. Technically, the atoms could be dispersing in so many different ways, but you won't know until it's observed, and then there's a cat in the box. Like, and then it's the same thing too, like when you're tapping on anything solid, hypothetically, you could go through whatever you're tapping because atoms are moving all the time.
Oh.
But it's like...
So they're moving so densely?
Mm-hmm. So it's like...
Yeah, or so
somewhat you could do this a million times, and
like 90% of like matter on Earth is actually
like hollow, right?
Nothing.
Yeah,
right. Maybe like 95% of everything is like hollow. Like we're 95% nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I just read a fact.
Like inside of your own cells, like every cell is like more emptiness than like stuff.
Yeah,
that was
I
one
kind of pulled
I
that stat out of my ass,
like
but it might be true.
When you What was the
but it's at like the molecular level.
Yes.
Right. So it's all
I don't know.
It's all how you measure it.
Well, it was the Voyager. That's the name of the ship that we launched in '77, right? The Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's kind of a slow piece of shit.
Going through some space facts today. Yeah, tell me about it.
SPACs.
So they talked, like the U.S. government talked the NASA Space Command, whatever it was, into turning the ship around once it got past Saturn, I believe it was, and taking a picture of Earth from that point of where it traveled to. And they're like, no, we don't want to do this. This is going to waste a ton of fuel. It might fuck it up. Like it'll completely, but they ended up talking them into it anyways. And like we've all seen the digital and AI videos where they're like zooming out into the, from where you are into the cosmos.
Yeah.
But to see it, a real life actual image of what Earth like from beyond Saturn was fucking terrifying to me. It was scary to me.
Just a small,
it was
a pale blue dot.
No, it wasn't. It looked like how we look at stars.
I mean, so search pale blue dot. I think that's the famous photo.
Is this the picture I'm talking about? Okay.
I think so. Where it kind of looks. If you go to images,
famous image of Earth.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
Oh my God.
Yes. Isn't that fucking terrifying?
Yeah,
especially now that we're all stoned.
Also, it makes war seem so dumb.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of shit I started thinking about. I started thinking about
keep everybody like
yes,
you look at the uniqueness that we are in the universe.
Yes.
and to care about where people live, like
About the fucking Donbass?
There's something special about like life, you know.
Well, there is something very like
It's the only
as far as we
observable one in
know,
the universe.
the only life in the universe, and like it's just if you zoom in on that, like for a tiny sliver fraction of that pale blue dot, you know, millions of people lose their lives, and it's just for fighting for control of that
territory,
of that little
ideologies.
sliver.
Wow.
And that's not even that zoomed out. That's just at Saturn. So we're not even close to leaving the solar
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, we couldn't see it if we were at
Neptune. Sitting on Pluto.
What how far
If we were bouncing on.
how many
If I
light
was
years
riding
away
dick
is
on
Saturn?
Pluto, there's
like
probably room for 4 people on
0.0001 or something?
what, light years from Saturn?
Yeah.
So technically, we can only send 5 astronauts because 6 people won't fit on Pluto. Okay, I'm
It's
done.
going to be like,
I'm done
like
talking
less
shit.
than
78. It's going to be 0.00001 something.
That is
You can get to Milwaukee
it
faster
takes
than
70 to 80 minutes to travel where?
to Saturn by
Like
light
that's my
speed.
point.
Oh,
like
by
that's
light, yeah.
A light year is so much larger than that.
Yes.
Even
Can I make a comment about aliens?
Of course.
we should probably talk
Yes,
about
we-
the.
yeah,
That's
we
another
can touch.
no.
Yes,
I've-
you're right.
Oh, save
That's
it.
another high.
Aliens, you're right.
high
Alien
school.
should be its own.
Okay.
Aliens got to be
Okay.
its
Can I,
own.
can I come over for that one?
I'll keep
Yes.
this related to space.
still want
How long would a manned mission to Mars take? What's the fastest we could do it?
You can only do it every 2 years, correct? You
Yeah.
can only
I think
start
it's
it.
2 or 3 years.
Wait, why?
Because that's when they're the closest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, then I think that gap's probably longer.
Yeah,
2
so
or
I
3
think
years.
it's
It would take 7 to 8 months.
so it's I'm seeing 34 months.
I think
because
that's manned versus not manned.
all right, so manned it would be a 6-month trip from Earth to Mars.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years.
And then you have to stay on Mars for
Yeah.
16 months because then every 6 months is when the Earth is closest to Mars.
And you have to grow your potatoes in human shit.
Yes.
In your own
Yeah.
human shit, not even someone else's.
Poop potatoes.
Now, do we believe that Elon's goal to make humans multiplanetary is a smart goal? And is the reason he's doing it is because he's like, if something catastrophic happens to Earth, at least humanity might have a chance there?
I think that's what he says.
Okay.
But who knows?
All right.
I think there's ego at play where he wants to be that guy that in history that did it, which is good for him. I'm not saying that in a
say
bad
if
way.
you were invited to be the guy in history that actually is on the manned mission to
Absolutely
Mars, but there's
fucking
like
not.
a 10% chance you'll make it back alive, but you'll be the first human to step foot on Mars.
Absolutely not.
No, I don't think I would do that.
I'm a pussy. I don't like
I
heights.
also think we should.
I would
I
do it
think
if
we
I
should
after
nuke-
the
we
age of
should
50.
nuke
Great point.
Mars.
I think that's what Musk has been saying too.
Yeah,
Somehow
we
nuking Mars, and Biz
create an
asked me this too. I
atmosphere, right?
couldn't really answer him. He's like, "Why would you nuke Mars if you're trying to colonize it?"
But
and I was like,
you have to heat up the atmosphere and try to create an atmosphere.
"Yeah." So a bunch of nukes over a long enough time might start to create an atmosphere.
correct. That's the thinking.
What?
And then it would it would heat it up because right now it's like Mars is so cold because it's so far away from the sun. But if you gave it an atmosphere,
Throw it in the
warm up.
microwave.
Throw it in the microwave, exactly, and then you could like terraform it.
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you wrap the whole thing in a paper towel.
Put a fork on it.
Yeah. All right, I
some
think that's a
tinfoil.
good place to stop. Thanks for joining us, Hannah, Dave, Chief. Appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
That's
Yeah,
so much fun.
I enjoy talking about space more than I thought.
Yep. All right, we'll see you next time.